Hey, how's it going everyone? Mick Ambrose from All About Tech. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about this AltcoinBlitz competition on Twitter. And I want to just talk to the community, you guys, about it. So the semi-finals between Electroneum and TokenPay got a bit out of hand. There was votes being bought on TokenPay side, and then votes started being bought on Electroneum side as well. Who bought the votes, you'll never know. If you look at Chris Wallace's post about the issue, at first he blames both communities, and then after TokenPay releases, like replying to a tweet, trolling. It's a complete troll. It's a sarcastic joke about Moondick AI hacking into Twitter. Just to let everyone know, that wasn't a real thing. They didn't really hack into Twitter. They're just trolling. And due to that post, Chris Wallace has then disqualified them based off of that troll. That isn't true. And sent ETN into the final. But I want to talk to you guys, the community, about it, because this was supposed to be a harmless bit of fun for communities of loads of different cryptos to come together and support their favourite crypto. And in my opinion, there's just been huge amounts of unprofessionalism, unsportsmanlike conduct, a lack of respect for communities, and I'm pretty disappointed by it, to be honest with you. The first thing I want to talk about is how Chris Wallace says the reason why he accused Electroneum of cheating is because they had a huge comeback of tens of thousands of votes. Furthermore, Twitter analytics showed that there were bot votes on both sides. As a result, my immediate conclusion was to call out both sides. And then he's replied again saying, after further review, I have found that it is possible that TokenPay purchased votes for ETN to sabotage them. It was not unreasonable for me to blame ETN as well at the beginning, since it's impossible to tell whether ETN bought votes. I do apologise to the ETN community. And then underneath that, he's put, TokenPay told me they paid $200 to troll Electroneum. Unfortunately, Chris, if you don't screenshot the proof, it didn't happen. You can't just post something on Twitter claiming something, and then if it's not true, or if it's true, you need to back up that claim. And I'm disappointed because TokenPay's official Twitter handle was being extremely unprofessional within the whole process as well, trolling ETN's community, trolling with this whole Moondick AI. Yeah, it was a sarcastic joke. I get that it was a joke, but you don't do it on your official Twitter handle, which is a means of getting news out to your community. It's extremely unprofessional, in my opinion. And I'm trying not to be biased. I mean, obviously, I'm through and through an Electroneum supporter. TokenPay said that they didn't want to waste time on this silly vote. And if that was the case, why did you waste time in the first place? I think it's also important to note that Chris Wallace is the technical writer for LindaCoin, and TokenPay and LindaCoin, to my knowledge, don't like each other very much. Derek Capo, the CEO of TokenPay, and the CEO of LindaCoin, Jonah Glasgow, they were arguing on Telegram just the other day, which I think it was about how LindaCoin did their ICO or whatever. But you can see that those two are like direct competitors, and whatever beef they have, I'm frustrated that Electroneum got caught in the mix of it all, when all the Electroneum community were doing was showing support for their community. TokenPay have come out and said, all the tweets were for marketing reasons, which, in my opinion, that's not marketing. That's just literally trolling. It's not good marketing, in my opinion. Whatever beef TokenPay and LindaCoin have, keep it between you guys. If you guys want to act like children on social media for all of the public to see, don't drag other coins into it. Electroneum haven't said anything about this vote. They're the ones that have been knuckling down working, whereas TokenPay have been putting things on Twitter and trolling the community, literally insulting Electroneum's community, insulting Electroneum. One of the replies underneath the TokenPay versus Electroneum thing, someone put, "Oh, why don't the CEO of TokenPay and Electroneum look at a possible partnership?" And the reply from TokenPay's official Twitter handle was, "Thanks, but no thanks." No wonder the mainstream, everyone else not into crypto. No wonder there's so much fear of getting into crypto, because there's just so much unprofessionalism. And to me, that the way TokenPay handled their Twitter yesterday was outrageous. It was outrageous. And then to say that they didn't care about the vote, even though it was pinned on their Telegram chat and it was being shielded on their Telegram chat for people to vote, it's just contradictory, to be honest. But at the same time, I've got a question. Not call out, because I don't call people out. I'm just speaking my opinion exactly how I think it is. And Chris Wallace he's not dealt with it in a way that he should have, to be honest with you. I mean, the whole competition was always going to be biased. I mean, he was tagging Verge in pretty much all of Electroneum's competition things. He pitted all the small communities against each other, and all the big communities against each other, to pretty much make sure LindaCoin made it to the final. And like I said, I personally think all this has come down to TokenPay and LindaCoin, because it was literally only a few days ago where the CEOs of them both were arguing on Telegram, or they were debating about, I think it was how LindaCoin's ICO, how they did it, and how some of it could have been a bit shady or something. I'm not into LindaCoin. I haven't researched about LindaCoin. I don't really know anything about it, so I'm not going to comment any further on it. But I just feel like Electroneum's community was dragged into it unnecessarily. But in terms of the vote, my message to the Electroneum community now is, look, we were going to win either way. Whether you vote in that final or not, it doesn't matter. What we know is that when something goes down and the Electroneum community can do something about it, they show up 100% every time. And that shows how strong the Electroneum community are. It shows how big the Electroneum community are. And it shows how much passion it is behind the project. There was literally, under the Electroneum versus TokenPay, or all of the other matchups Electroneum was at, literally all the comments were Electroneums. All the comments were Electroneum. And it's just frustrating that they got dragged into this whole mess, to be honest with you. That's my opinion on it. Obviously, I'm not calling out TokenPay's community or anything. I'm not calling out LindaCoin's community or anything. But to me, it seems like that the conflict is between TokenPay and LindaCoin. Electroneum's community was just, they saw a Twitter competition and the community backed it because it was a nice, fun thing to get involved in whilst there's a bear market, whilst there's not a lot of news. And I think that's been hindered. And to be honest with you, it's just ridiculous. I still casted my vote in the final. You guys can too, but it's just not something that I'm particularly pleased about, because I think there's been a lot of, because I don't think Chris Wallace is completely innocent in this whole thing. I think the ones that have been done over the most is the Electroneum community being called out. and being targeted. But I want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to All About Tech. I tried to be as unbiased there as possible. I mean, I'm not saying anything about TokenPay as a project. I mean, yeah, they've got loads of merchant partnerships, but if that's the way they're acting on social media, and social media is an important part of any cryptocurrency now. Social media is how they get all of their stuff out. That's how that's how they gain their exposure. And I don't think that was very good marketing. I thought it was just a bit uncalled for. But if you like this video, give it a like. Comment down below what you think of the whole situation. If you want to vote, look, at the end of the day, Electroneum's community, we showed up. We voted, and that's the meaning of it. If it did turn out that votes were bought on both sides, then obviously I don't condone that at all. But it was very fishy that TokenPay votes went through the roof, and then it started to come back as if like, oh we've overdone it, we need to claw it back. But we're never going to know. Now's the time just to move on from it. Electroneum have been hard at work this entire time. They've not even got involved with it at all. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe to All About Tech. Have a lovely weekend. I'm off back to work, and I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace out.